Hello, it's good to see you again. Today I want to talk about the law of assumption. Maybe you heard about the law of assumption, maybe you've used it before and you're quite familiar with it, but let's just jump in and define it a little bit today. The law of assumption is a positive thinking technique that states that by believing something you want already exists, you'll manifest it into existence. This was developed by the philosopher Neville Goddard. Now, if you don't know about Neville, I highly suggest that you read up on him, search him up on Google, get his books and read them. He has small books that are very powerful and insightful. But if you are looking to manifest in your life, and you have not been manifesting, and you have not been seeing your manifestations come to pass, you might want to look up one of these books. You might want to look up the law of assumption and read it and muse over it so you can get the full meaning. But let's talk about it a little bit today. Assuming what I desire is already so. Now, a lot of people might not be able to bring this forth because they feel silly. I've heard people say, well, I'm lying to myself. That's not my truth. As long as you have that mindset that you're lying to yourself and that it's not your truth, you're not going to manifest it. You have to dive into your imagination. You have to take hold of it. You have to believe it with everything in you, inside out. If you had this particular thing, if you had this manifestation already in your life, how would you react? How would your day-to-day life be? What would you do? How would your affairs be? See, that's where people get crossed up because they want to wish, they want to talk about it, they want to write it on paper. But then when in reality, they come in with these feelings and these actions that do not line up with the manifestation. Okay? You have to go in full character mode. Okay? You have to believe it without a shadow of a doubt. If somebody else comes along and says, oh, they laugh at you or they talk about you, you're crazy, this is insane, all that kind of negative talk and jargon and stuff, they're saying that, you have to delete that. You have to practically ignore them and still stay true to form. If you are an actor or an actress and you're on the scene, you become that character. Everything in you is speaking to that character. The clothes you wear, the way you hold your head, if you talk with your hands, if you're a positive person, if you were a negative person, if you had some kind of addiction or something, if you're playing that character, every little detail, you would hit all those details in that daily, in your daily routine. When have you watched a movie and somebody's in character and then all of a sudden somebody comes and says, well, you're not really such and such, and then they're out of character and then they start acting like themselves? That doesn't happen. Matter of fact, we wouldn't be interested in watching something like that. So think about getting into character. It's easy for me because the arts, theater, television is very much a part of my life. So it's easy for me to dive into that. Not to mention, I have always been an imaginative little girl, young lady, and a woman now. So I have no problem digging deep into the imagination. You want to see it. You want to feel it. This is your script to be bringing everything that you desire into your life. This is the most important role that you'll ever play. Look at it like that. Is that important? If you really want to manifest this thing, you know what it is. You know what you desire. You have to go all the way in. Maybe you desire for a successful business. Maybe this is where you have an office and you're working with other moguls or something like that. And there's a certain kind of temperance that you would have. Maybe there's a certain wardrobe you would wear. Wear that wardrobe now. Have that temperance now. Make decisions just like that business mogul now. You can't wait for the business to be in front of you. You have to already know how to be that person. Especially if you're going to be the boss. You need to be the boss now, not later. Because if you can't be the boss now, then you can't manifest it, you won't be able to obtain it, and you won't be able to keep it. Maybe you desire to be an actor. Maybe you want to be a teacher. I don't know what it is. I don't know what your dream is, but you know. And if you don't know, you need to get busy figuring out what it is, get clear on it, and then walk forward. When you're in training for something, when you're in school for something, you're already that person. You're going to the school and the training process to sharpen your skill, to hone in your skill. If you already don't have the gift to be that person, probably not going to end up too good. When actors and actresses go to a workshop, either they can act or they cannot. When they go to the workshop, they're honing in on their skills. They're honing in on sharpening their gift. I'm fine-tuning. If you have the gift to teach, you're already a teacher. And people already see you as that teacher. But when you go for the training, you learn more knowledge. You take in more knowledge and wisdom, and you're learning how to fine-tune that gift. We have loads of classes about spiritual gifts and tools, and people, I want to take a class in healing. Well, guess what? Most of the people that take a class in healing, they're already a healer. They already know inside, deep within, that there's something about them that causes them to reach out and say, I want to do this healing training. But you must already be a healer. You must already be the healer. When you go to the class, you're fine-tuning your gift. You're learning how to explore, how to go deeper, how to use techniques, how to open up your mind and allow things to flow within you. So just think about that today. I just wish to give you a thought today. What is it that you want to do? What is your dream? What do you want to manifest? Be that person. Be that thing. Explore those options. If you want to, maybe it's your desire to be among the elite and you feel like right now, I haven't been living an elite life, and maybe you need to get a little more classy. It's a temperance, it's an attitude. Get into the role, feel it. Maybe you have a fancy dinner you make for yourself. You don't have to go out to eat and spend money. Maybe you make a real classy meal, and you bring out the fine plates and china, and you get a nice little glass. Maybe you're not even drinking wine, but you have a nice little elegant glass, something that you would have in a restaurant that you would be invited out to, or a place that you would go. Bringing that regalness in, dressing in such a way. Maybe I wear these certain suits and things together because they make me feel good and they make me feel in a certain status. Now, those are all like little vain and material things, but think about the analogy I gave you about being the boss. You need to be the boss now. Maybe you want to be an engineer. Be the engineer now. Maybe I fix things. Well, fix things now. Before you have the training class, before you have the company, before you have the job. Maybe you just you want to be a mother. Maybe you don't have the child yet, but be a mother now. Connect in with other children in your neighborhood, at your church, in your community. Maybe as a niece or a nephew. Connect in. Be that mother to that child now. Show that you have those skills and those gifts within you and allow them to come out. Because as you do these things, you're going to attract your reality. You're going to pull it in closer. When you believe it, it's now. It's now. If you have a belief about things being predestined, I have this desire that's so strong in me. I have this passion. I want to do this. I'm passionate about this. Where do you think these things come from? They were already put in us. And now we're at the time that they're coming out. And we're realizing that we're passionate about this. We realize that we want more. We realize that we desire to have these things in our life. Predestined. They were already in our thoughts. And now it's time for us to manifest it. So we have to be in the position of accepting, of knowing that it is so. Doesn't matter what anybody else thinks. You think it's going to matter if Blow Joe believed you and Sue and all those believed you when you actually manifest that desire and you're in that thing, when that reality is in front of you and around you? Are you going to care about Joe Blow and Sue then? You got to stop caring about what other people think. What do you think? What do you believe? See, that's some self-care stuff. Caring about yourself, caring about my reality, caring about my dreams, caring about my health. There used to be a slogan they used to always say, you are what you eat. And that was in the mindset of whatever you eat and everything you're going to, the things that you eat. If you eat unhealthy things, you'll see that come out in your health, in your body. If you eat good things, healthy things that will build strong bones and give you energy and help you in every way. In that health instance, you're drinking water. You are giving your body the water and the hydration that you need. And if you're not hydrating yourself, or if you're not eating the right things, you see that show up in your health. You see it show up in your skin. You see it show up in your face. You see it show up in your body. You are what you eat. You are what you believe. What do you believe about yourself? Is it something positive? Is it something negative? If it's something negative, then you need to make the decision to change that. You need to make the changes. You are the one. You have creative control about your destiny if you would take hold of it today. I'm not going to let somebody else decide my destiny for me. I'm not going to let somebody else tell me what I can and can't do. It's about me. Sometimes we make it about everybody else. This person wants that. You helping this person with that. This person thinks this about it. Your parents want this for you. What do you think? What do you believe? Get on your own mindset. It's time for you to make things happen for yourself. I want you to go look up about the law of assumption. I want you just to muse in it. I want you to think about it. The Word of God says, meditate on the Word day and night. Meditate on the Word day and night. Muse over it. Let it come into you. Let it come into your mindset so you'll believe it. And it's funny because sometimes we'll let negative stuff come into our mindset like that. Something negative that's going around on the news or on the internet, and we're reading these articles and we're reading these things and we're finding out about it and we want to hear about it and we send it to somebody else. Send somebody something positive, not negative. Send somebody something loving, a loving thought. If you come across something positive that encouraged you or that put a smile on your face, send that out. Don't send the negative stuff out, the gossip, the backbiting, the rumors. Why would you want to send garbage like that out? We have to bring things around. Right now in this world is a lot of negative stuff going on. There's a lot of weird stuff going on right now. But how do we hone in and get back grounded? Each one of us has a power, an energy that we can send out. And as we send this positive energy out, as we're looking out for ourselves, as we're building ourselves out to be the best person that I can be, and letting go of the negativity and building up positive things within me, within my heart, I'm allowing it to flow out of me and around me. I am making a change in my surroundings. I'm making a change in my home. I'm making a change in my neighbors. I'm making a change in my community. I'm making a change with those that I commune with. But if I'm the one bringing the junk out and spreading the negativity, I'm spreading the gossip, I'm talking about negative things, I'm doing a disservice to myself and the community. Let's bring the positive back in. Let's be those positive people. Let's be positive warriors. Iron sharpens iron. Let's sharpen each other. Let's encourage each other. You can manifest it. I know you can. You've always had a strong imagination. You've always been a positive person. There's something about you. You've always been passionate about things. You've always been hard at work. I know you can do this. Where's that kind of encouragement, that talk? How often do you hear that? It's time to bring that back in. Don't say, oh, well, people should do this. You be part of changing the circumstances. Be part of changing the energy. These are just a couple of things that were on my mind. But I want you to go forth and work that law of assumption and manifest your destiny. Come back and put the comments about how you feel about it. If you have questions or you need some more keys on how to really get into that mindset, leave it in the comments below. I will answer. Might not be as fast as you would like it, but I will answer. And we got to be in here together. We got to be each other brother and sisters keepers. Lifting each other up, encouraging them, and letting people know you can make it. I made it. I manifested it. We can make it. I know you could have it. I know it's in you. I already see the potential in you. Let's raise each other up. Let's stop talking down. Have a blessed day.